Hello, this is Teresa La Güera. I just wanted to come on here and thank everyone and to give a message to you guys. I'm going to introduce you guys to my sister, Miss Veronica. So, she's going to speak to you guys. One moment. Hi, guys. So, I'm here with my sister, and she's here with me today because she had to come over here, and we had to say goodbye to my daughter. The awareness we are trying to raise is awareness for domestic violence. So on August 3rd of 2020, my daughter and I had been together earlier in the evening. We had been talking about how she was scared of her baby's dad, and they had separated. She had been living with me for about 2 weeks, but he would always try to make her go over there to see him or see the baby or something. It was always something. And so that day specifically, we had talked, and she had said, I'm scared. And I said, look, if you need me, all you have to do is let me know. And so one of my other daughters is like, well, yeah, we need a safe word, a word that when you send it, we know that you need us. And I said, yeah, but he's smart, if you send a random word, he's going to know there's something going on. I said, so every time that you send a message to me when you're okay, you always tell me you're okay. If you're not okay, I want you to send me a message saying I'm good. And he won't suspect anything because it's just a message. And so that day, he had told her that his mom and him wanted to see the baby, and that his mom was going to be at the apartment because she had agreed, and me and her had talked, and we had agreed that he should no longer be with him alone. She should be there with her being there. I said if he wants to see her, then his mom has to be there. And so he made her believe that his mom was there, and so she left. She grabbed the baby, she left, they went. And they left around 6 o'clock in the afternoon. At 6:28, she texted me, and she said, I'm good, madre. And I knew that meant that she needed me. So I got in my car. Me and my other daughter Jackie got in my car, and we drove over there. And so we get there, I park kind of far because I was like, I don't know what I'm walking into. And so I get there, and I knock. Nobody answers. But I had a key to the apartment, so I opened the door, the lock, and as I was pushing the door open, I got it about 2 inches open when he pushed back. He was standing on the other side pushing back. So me and him kind of fought back and forth, trying to get the door open and him trying to get it closed, and finally he was able to overpower me and shut the door, and I heard the locks go down. And I yelled out to him, okay, well then I guess I'll just be calling the cops now. And he said, okay, you do that, you go ahead. And so I did. I called the cops. I was dialing when all of a sudden I heard my daughter scream. And then I heard a pop. And so I grabbed Jackie by the arm and I pulled her away from the apartment. And as I was doing that, I heard another pop. And so at this point, the operator had answered, and I'm screaming at her, please send somebody, we need help. My daughter is in her apartment with their child and him, and I think he just killed her. And I need y'all to come, and I need y'all to hurry. And I remember the whole time, she's like, you need to get away from the apartment. You need to just be somewhere where you can see if anyone comes out. But you need to get away far enough so that he can't hurt you. And so we did. And so when we were standing out there, we heard a third pop. And I was so scared. And the whole time, I was begging her, please tell him to hurry. Please tell him to hurry. My baby. She might still be alive. Please tell him to hurry, please. And she kept telling me, ma'am, they're going as fast as they can. They're going as fast as they can. And I said, well, it's not fast enough. You need to tell him to hurry. Because my daughter's in there and he's going to kill her. Well, when the cops got there, I hung up with the operator and I called his mom. And I said, look, I think that your son just killed my daughter. And if he's still alive and the gun is in his hands, they're going to kill him. So you need to get here. And so she says, okay, I'm on my way. So then the cops get there, and there was about 20 cop cars. And so they were trying to figure out how to get in. They weren't sure what was going on inside, so they didn't know, and I was so angry at that time because I'm like, y'all are taking too long. Just knock the door down, just get in. Maybe we can still save her. And so they knock the door down. And they go in. And they come out. And they're holding my grandbaby. So I run over there. And I grab my grandbaby. And I kept asking them, what about my daughter? Where's my daughter? Is she okay? Is she alive? And they're like, ma'am, we don't know. They're working in there. We don't know. We don't know what's going on. And so then I see an ambulance come in. One ambulance. So I knew only one person was coming out of there alive. Well, we waited and we waited. At this point, they had put me in a police car. They told me, ma'am, we need you in a police car. We need you to sit in there. And I said, okay. And so I sat there and I sat there. And I just kept asking, how's my daughter? Can somebody tell me anything about my daughter? Is she gone? Did he kill her? What is going on? And then finally they came out with him in the stretcher. And my heart just dropped because I knew. But then the police came over and said, we need to speak to you. And I said, okay. And they said, you probably noticed that your daughter didn't come out for medical attention, and we're really sorry, but she didn't make it. Worst day of my life. Having to listen to everything, having to feel so helpless because I couldn't help her, because I couldn't get in. I didn't expect him to have a gun. I didn't expect him to do something like this to her. He shot her what most people would consider an execution style to the forehead, close range. He shot himself in the head, and he survived, but was declared brain dead soon after. And then the next day, on August 4th, he was pronounced dead legally at 11:29. And so now my grandbaby gets to grow up without a father or mother. And my daughter, all she was trying to do was be civil. She wanted her baby girl to have a dad. But dad had other plans. I know, that my daughter's in heaven now. I know that. Just like I know that someday I have to forgive him if I want to go see her. I still love him, because I adore my grandbaby. And he's part of her. I love him, but I'm so angry and mad and not able to forgive him right now. But I will. I will. It's just right now it's hard. This over here was Jasmine's grandma. And now we get to wonder what would she have done if she would have been able to stay, who she would have become, how many more kids she would have had, her wedding, her career. She had so many big plans. She had left him and she was talking and she was excited and she was happy and she had met somebody new and she really liked him, and she was just planning to do so much. And now she doesn't get to ever do any of that stuff. And so I want to ask that if you know anybody, or if you are somebody going through something like this, please get help. Please get help, because no one should have to feel this pain. No child should have to grow up without their parents. No grandma should have to say goodbye to their grandchild before their time. No mother should have to ever say goodbye to her child before. We always talked about me going first. They always used to say they were going to stuff me and that they were going to transport me from house to house every month, and everybody would have a month with me. I never in a million years thought that I would have to plan my daughter's last. I cremated her, so I had to prepare a memorial. Choosing pictures and songs were so hard. My sister wrote her obituary, and I'm really grateful for that, because this has been tough. And I've been trying to hold it together, because I know that there's people that still need me. And I know that God is with me. And so I'm trying to hold it together. But honestly, guys, please, 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 if you know someone, if you are someone, reach out. We're here. We're your family and we love you. I found out that there was more to all of this than just the tragic ending. He had been abusive to her for a while, and she just never said anything because she didn't want me to be angry at him. She didn't want me to hate him. But guys, this isn't worth losing your life. The pain for the people that are left behind is immense. So please, share this video, whatever you want to do with it. Show it to somebody that needs to hear it. But I just hope that it helps someone and that it reaches someone that needed to hear my story and the story of Jasmine. Because there's two parts, her part and the one that I had to experience. And so, please try to help as many people in this situation as you can. And that's all I have to really say. So I'll let you guys talk to my sister now. I want to thank all of you because a lot of you have reached out. A lot of you have been supportive. It's a hard time, but you know, we're gonna get through it as a family. But I want to thank you guys, and please help us spread the word, bring awareness to all this that's going on. I want to thank all of you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I also want all of you to know how thankful I am of all the support and all the love that I have gotten. Thank you guys.